What's up, brother? You know, we've been working hard for a long time, you know what I mean? And this is basically, makes me happy and to see my dad that he's able to buy himself, you know, a house with a big private gym. I know there's a lot of things that we could accomplish, and there's a lot of things that we could give back, not only to our people, but to our community, you know what I mean? We got a lot of fighters here. One of our friends painted this. He goes to the first Benavidez boxing gym, the one in Burien. He paints them all himself, so he's a talented brother. So but yeah, this is my dad's design, you know what I mean? This is actually my first time, you know, starting training camp here in this gym.
Stretch it down, pull it up. Ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good, under here, roll under the bed.
Gervonta Davis and David Benavidez have joined forces in training camp as both prepare for their highly anticipated returns to the ring. With two of boxing's biggest stars working side by side, the camp has attracted plenty of attention ahead of their upcoming comeback fights.
10 seconds! Super focused, super motivated.
You gonna feel all this shit we gotta do? Look, hey Tank, we gonna go 35 for 12.
The training camp has taken an unexpected turn, with reports indicating that Gervonta Davis has moved away from longtime trainer Calvin Ford and is now working alongside Jose Benavidez Sr. The change has sparked major discussion throughout the boxing world, with many wondering how the new partnership could influence Davis's style and preparation for his return.
And it seems like it's official that Gervonta Davis has a new trainer named Jose Benavidez. In this video, though, because there's a lot of conversations going on about what this means for Gervonta Davis as far as his skill set, as far as like his motivation to be in boxing, and whether or not Jose Benavidez Sr. can ignite that fire in Gervonta Davis. Well, in this video, I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about a real reason for what took place in Gervonta Davis's camp, and one of the reasons that he's no longer with Coach Kenny and Coach Calvin. And I think it's an important thing to say because it's not all on Coach Calvin, it's not all on Coach Kenny, and it's not all on Gervonta Davis.
He then points to what he believes caused the split, claiming the trust inside the camp had completely broken down. According to him, people within the team were leaking private information, creating an atmosphere of betrayal and internal conflict. The allegation suggests that confidential details from the training camp were being shared for financial gain, adding another layer of controversy to the situation.
I have been paying attention to that camp for a while. I know people in that camp. I know people around that camp. And I can tell you without a doubt that the major issue with Gervonta Davis and that particular camp was the fact that there's so many paid snitches in his camp. It was replete with family members and other people who, whenever they got a piece of information about Gervonta Davis, would try to go out and give that information to somebody else in exchange for money. So Gervonta is looking up at the internet, seeing what's being said about him, hearing this information coming out about himself, and saying, man, where is this coming from?
According to those close to the situation, tensions have been building inside the camp for years, eventually forcing the team to tighten security around its operations. To prevent further leaks and distractions, a strict media blackout was reportedly put in place, allowing the fighter to focus entirely on preparation for the upcoming bout.
Originally, and this was a couple years ago, I remember when Gervonta started getting upset with it, and he started blocking people and getting mad about stuff, and he started telling Kenny and Calvin that basically not to be announcing things, not to say things about who he's going to fight next or what he's going to do next, because Gervonta started getting irritated about that. I also know that Calvin Ford stopped talking to the media for a long period of time. Kenny Ellis stopped talking to the media about Gervonta in that way because they were appeasing Gervonta and Gervonta's desire to have that information kept in-house, right? So to the extent that they were having conversations that Gervonta Davis didn't want to have, they had nipped that in the bud several years ago.
He claims the problems extended far beyond ordinary camp leaks, alleging that inside information was being used on social media to create distractions and damage the fighter's reputation. The speaker even compares the situation to the psychological mind games seen in some of boxing's most famous rivalries, suggesting that the battle outside the ring had become almost as important as the one inside it.
However, what happened is you have family members and other members in the gym that have connections with people that have Twitter pages, connections with people that have YouTube pages, and they continued, the people with the Twitter pages and the YouTube pages continue to pay these people money for inside information about Gervonta, and he got very distrustful. Now, if you think, okay, well, man, that's not that big a deal. You go and, people know, it happens all the time where you have spies in camp, like one particular incident.
Sean Porter believes the new training environment could suit Gervonta Davis well. He suggests that being surrounded by fighters with a similar competitive mindset may help bring out the best in the champion. According to Porter, the intensity and energy of the camp could be exactly what Davis needs as he prepares for his return.
I'm not sure if that's a great matchup.
I feel like there's some comfort there.
Is that what it is?
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like there's some
They
comfort
both
there.
killers.
He's down in Florida, if I'm not mistaken.
Miami, yes.
Washington,
Yeah, he's between
Seattle,
Washington,
Washington, Florida, Arizona,
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
He be everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which might match the lifestyle of Gervonta Davis,
Yeah, surprising to see it. I think, but I feel like he's comfortable with Jose.
Porter believes success depends on finding the right connection between a fighter and his trainer. In his view, that chemistry can reignite a competitor's motivation and bring both sides onto the same page. He suggests this new partnership could provide the unity and focus needed for a strong comeback.
And just telling y'all what I know, sometimes that's all it takes. Whatever's gonna get this light flip up, turned on, and keep it on, sometimes it's comfort. I just need somebody that I feel comfortable with, that I can be myself with, and that, when I'm ready to move, they move it. When they ready to move, I'm moving. And I feel like he thinks he has that with Jose.
I don't know.
That's just right off the top of the head.
He likes to
seeing
move
that
when
though.
he wants to move.
Yeah.
Anthony Burns questioned the reasoning behind the unexpected partnership, expressing skepticism about whether the move would deliver the desired results. The discussion then shifted to whether the new trainer could recreate the same success he achieved in the past while working with a different fighter.
That's a weird one for me.
Why?
It's just only like it's paired up like I feel like Jose can definitely train his son. I'm not sure about everything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We seen him train Jose and David, and then also
Pacheco and Rayo.
Jose Rayo, yeah, and Pacheco as well. Pacheco isn't with him,
And they
anymore,
both
right?
are gone.
Yeah.
And they both are.
Yeah.
Sean Zittel turned the focus to Gervonta Davis's split with Calvin Ford, admitting that the breakup was unexpected given their long and successful partnership. He praised Ford's influence in shaping Davis into a world champion, highlighting the trainer's ability to develop elite fighters from the ground up.
It's their business, but I just don't. I don't add up the beef with him and Calvin Ford. Really, I guess Calvin may have done an interview or two that Gervonta didn't like, but it's like that
made no sense, man.
Look, I remember when I saw Truck Simpson spar before Truck tailed off when he had promise. No offense, Truck. Much love to you. But when Truck was 18, 19 years old, and it was like, oh, this kid, he has talent. He has real upside. He threw his punches in the same way Gervonta Davis did. He had a lot of the same kind of rhythm that Gervonta did, and that's what made me go, Calvin is a good trainer. Even though Calvin didn't move the needle for Jahan Ingram over the weekend. Jahan Ingram lost to Devin Cushing. It didn't look like Calvin had a big impact on him winning. And he wound up losing to Devin Cushing. Devin Cushing, bigger guy anyways. But when I saw Truck do that, I go, okay, so Calvin has an imprint. He has a system. There's a way a guy he builds from scratch in the Baltimore amateur program looks. And so that made me lend more credence to Calvin's work.